Doesn't connect yet at the moment. Not really an ideal position. Falak on his knees for the second time here, based on what we're seeing. Action also down here, getting hit by the palm by Falak.
Whoa.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt. And you have to remember, despite other team members from SI8 can also throw nades really, really well. It just shows here no fear, just securing that kill for ASI8, making it 3 teams left here. The final 3 on this match number 10.
This is the first time we get an ending inside the swamp after a very long tussle. Now it's going to be a very decent holdout for Horaa Esports. You have all 4 members standing. Malak still playing by that tiny little ditch that he has. It's not going to be looking so good as the rest of 4MB is also coming in from the back. They get the angle straight, and that will be all these members slowly withered down. Malak's still standing in the way, though. So that is going to be another nade being brought into position. He's got barely any space. 4MB will secure it. Now the battle will continue with our top 2 teams, Horaa versus 4MB right now. I would say there is the upper hand for 4MB bots in the form of zone control, but for the rest of 4 esports, they still have the numbers strength with them at the moment. Zone pressure coming right in, and there are nades after nades coming from inside of Baron. And at least he does have a hunch on how Baron's playing by the rim of the circle. So they could just slowly assess the situation, because the problem for Horaa Esports is that they need to descend from this opening of a ridge. So for MV, they got some clear view on how to take on Horaa.
Oh yeah, there's no rush. There's still a little bit of time before they need to make their move over here. It does seem they've done it on the sides with the vehicles here, so they're quite spread out. So 2 members on the other side, and they have 2 on the other. Trying from Horaa here, 4MB try to play the same as well. So DOK and Apex on the other side of the swamp, the small ridge over there separating between them and their other 2 members as well. Does seem that Sky has got themselves a little bit of foothold for them, and this time it's going to be siding towards Horaa instead. 4MV are the ones who has to make a move here, as the circle is siding towards Horaa at this moment. And remember, Horaa has more team members. It's a 4v3 situation, I believe, at this moment.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a 4v3. Yeah. They've secured
Yeah.
at least a minimum of 6 points just by being here in second place. Just by being the top 2, but of course that's not what they want, and that's definitely not what they need over here. Contra, they definitely want that winner chicken dinner. 4MV, so the 2 team members from the other side of Swamp have to jump over to the other side. Shouldn't be no biggie over here, but the thing about Horaa is that they do have much better cover. We'll see how they want to approach this. Somehow it looked like 4MB is trying to screen out team members of Horaa from making any movements forward as for now.
Yeah, patience absolutely paid off for the rest of our esports. At least they play off that contact that they had up against no fear, which is why they're putting that pressure over onto that flank side. While Horaa Esports creates a bunker out of these vehicles, barely any spacing left for the side of 4MB Vibes. But the good thing about this area is that there is plenty of ridges around the swamp for them to actually play through. Beautiful shots connecting, but not enough to eventually take down Sky. But they do get a spray through the smoke to actually find an opening up against Apex. Now the rest of these members of 4MB bunched up, one behind the wheel, another by the other corner. So it's really down to how they will be able to look for a pick-off. Smoke's now being popped right in. The rest of our esports can confidently go in for the push right now, as they're still respecting a little bit of that space, just lobbing nades after grenades. Damage chip away over us out of the doctor, while there is going to be an overwhelming strength of nades, none of them connecting for the time being. A very difficult zone, as Baron as well as Doctor will have to eventually journey their way into the final stage directly in the center. Now they finally get a catch. It's going to be on Baron. Docker is going to be the last one standing. Well, he will have to fight away for his very dear life as Horaa Esports claims the chicken dinner once more.
Wow. And to top up all that, 10 elimination points for them. 10 placement points. That is just insane for this match number 10. Hey, that's 10. yeah, I think that was pure coincidence over there. Contra, but splendid play coming up from them. They had a huge advantage coming in into the top two, as it was a 4v2 situation already, and they were just playing the Nate War, but there's a limit to how much they can play out. It so happens in the last few